Leave it to Mike to continue the theme of how to dress during the heat wave.
It would not be a proper celebration of this thing without getting some Toby Keith in there.
That's right.
It just would not fit right. So
and I appreciate you doing that. Mike played. We had bumper music today that were songs that were very popular 20 years ago after the 9/11 incident. So
a couple of them are newer songs that were tributes to police and fire. There's a couple they're called Everyday Heroes. I found on YouTube. They're pretty good. So some of those you heard throughout the day were some of those too. So,
well, we're going to finish up the segment. Linda Stevens came at her regular time, but we were so far discombobulated and messed up with other times that
I was preempted.
You were
preempted. That's right. Preempted.
Preempted for the ceremony.
The term using the biz.
Yeah. Linda, thank you so much for coming out and braving the heat. And
in the summer when I have kids, we're doing braving it every day, you know.
Although I think you lucked out at the end of the day because sitting here right now is the coolest I've felt sitting here all morning.
Well, there's air moving now, and a while ago there wasn't any at all,
this
and
is
it's amazing.
Comfortable I've been since I've been sitting.
Yeah, well, the sun's
your
up,
neck is going to be
the...
real attractive at the end of the day anyhow, so, you know.
Yeah.
Stop staring at my legs then, at least.
Turn around and set the other direction and, you know, kind of tan it all.
I was going to wear shorts, but my legs are wider than Linda's pants, so...
the only way they get dark is the sun's out,
I know, but I was in public, you know. All I would have thought about was
They have this spray-on stuff that I say works pretty good.
I need that. That would be fantastic. Linda, next week is your big event.
Yes, 18 and 19, e-waste. And CARC is coming. If you have documents that you want destroyed, and I don't mean magazines and newspapers, because one year we did get a trailer load of magazines, and that's not documents. I mean, we will take it for recycling, but, you know, if you've got old tax stuff, old check stubs, bills, whatever that's got your name on it and you want it destroyed.
Things with important information on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bring it. 100 pounds a piece for residential.
That's a lot of paper.
Believe it or not, it really is.
It's a lot.
Yeah. You think, oh, that's just a little bit, but you know, 100 pounds is. If you've got that much crap, you've been saving it for a long time, honey.
There's a TV
Get
show
it out there.
Maybe we should introduce them to. It's called Hoarders.
Yes, well, bring it out. There's no charge for this or the e-waste or anything. The only money that we would, if you bring me a big old CRT monitor that takes 2 people to lug almost, I'm going to charge you $5.
Okay.
But that gets passed on to the Natural Evolution that picks up all our stuff, and
that's a
they
way
do the
better
recycling.
Place for it than the landfill. So.
None of this stuff belongs in a landfill. Yeah. So
that $5 is doing better for us.
You betcha. Yeah, it's just a pass through.
Let me ask you this, Linda, since we're on the air on Mike's show on 106.5 in Roswell.
Sure.
So if somebody up in Lake Arthur, Dexter,
we
Hagerman,
don't care. If you are in this area anywhere, I don't care if you're from Carlsbad or Roswell, I still have to pay freight. It makes no difference. Bring it. We'll haul it off for you.
Sure. That's great.
Yeah, that's what we're there for. We'd rather have that semi full than, you know,
the whole point of this is
half full, shall we say.
Collect as much. So bring it on. You folks in Chaves County, come on down the 17th and 18th?
18 and 19, Friday and Saturday. Don't screw this up. We're trying to get people to remember this, and don't.
Well, I'm only really screwed up if I'm later. If I get them early, then I can linger.
But on the sense of early, if you're a school or a big business and you have a big load,
call ahead.
Call ahead, and we'll make arrangements for Wednesday or Thursday to get you unloaded and packed up before the general public comes on Friday. So that's okay.
I can imagine schools and things probably have a lot of stuff because of COVID and the year, and they probably have upgraded.
Well, they do every year. You know, the Artesia schools bring us a whole bunch of stuff every year, and they're, you know, thrilled to death. Dexter is real good at hauling stuff over. But, yeah, the surrounding schools are always bringing something. One year, one of them, and I can't remember which, it was either Lake Arthur or Dexter, literally had a trailer full of touch-tone telephones. And the kids had the best time because, you know, they rang. They had that chime ring, you know, and they would just throw, and they had more fun because,
Did you blow the kids away with a rotary phone showing up at all?
We haven't had rotaries.
Because if there's
If
one of
we
those,
did, it's been so long ago, I don't even remember.
Well,
But we should have a test. How would you call somebody on a rotary phone?
radio stations are very thankful that you switched over to touch tone, because it's really hard to win a radio contest with a rotary phone. It just is next to impossible.
Yeah, you have to be ready to dial that last number.
It's like, why the 9999999? Dang.
Yeah, it takes forever. Well, a friend of mine years ago, when she used to enter all the radio shows, El Paso and whatever, she would have the whole number dialed in and then wait and then
The last
zip
one?
the last number.
magic.
That's a pro move. Yeah.
Yeah, and she would win lots of stuff. It was amazing.
Now,
So-
let's remind everybody where the
Food
e-waste
court
event.
at the Eddy County Fairgrounds, and that's just head south on 13th until you see our sign. You can't miss it. We'll have one right out at the road. It says
I think
e-waste.
this trailer's going to be out there too.
Yeah, the trailer will be out there for that weekend as well.
Yes.
Yep, just kind of go past the blue buildings there, and you see the main entrance turn in, and you'll follow that road down to
That's where the sign is
pavilion
out of the street. You can't miss it.
You'll see the food court pavilion there, and everything's set up right there.
Yep.
But
All
the
you have
cart
to
folks
do
are
is-
only going to be there on Friday, right?
On Friday
Okay.
from 9 to 2.
Okay.
So if you are interested in getting your stuff shredded, sent off, destroyed, please bring it then. Yes. If you're late, I can get it to them because they come down about every 2 weeks to pick up all the poly carts that we have in the schools for recycling. But I don't have a lot of space to store big stuff. And I am in a basement, my office, the dungeon. So
When things go down there, they don't come out.
try to bring it Friday, seriously, try to bring it Friday.
Sure. Any restrictions on the no-nos on what they can't bring?
Well, we don't want your microwave or your electric
Appliances.
toothbrush or the vacuum cleaner. No appliances. But, your kids play games, so those Xboxes or whatever they're called now, we'll take that. If you've
Okay.
got old VCRs, DVDs,
All good.
all that kind of stuff. And anything that you use in an office is pretty much an
Those
electronic.
fax machines that we all have
Yeah.
so many of. Yeah.
Oh, we got a huge printer the other
Well, you can
day.
take- you can take the fax machine.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Bring those down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all still have them somewhere floating in an office. We haven't used in 5 years.
One of the organizations in town was moving to a new building, and the girl called me who actually worked for me umpteen years ago. And she says, "We've got this huge printer over here. Can you take it?" And I was going, yeah, go ahead. It took every one of the kids to load it in the back of the truck. Thank God it was on wheels to get it to the truck. But heavy, oh my.
I remember an e-waste event. This was back when you guys were still at Texas there.
Oh, yeah.
And they brought, I think it was
Was
one of
it the
oil
first
companies.
year?
It may have been one of the first or second years, but they literally had to crane in a printer. It was
I
so
think
heavy.
I think
They had
that
the
was
pallet
from
jacks and forklifts
yeah, I
bringing
think
it.
that was from Incredibles
Is it?
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that came down the street and all the kids had their jaws on the ground like, "Oh my God, what
It
are
was
we
like
going to
the
do with this?
9/11
How are we
tribute
going to
coming
lift
through town?
it?"
It was so big.
It was I wish I'd have had a video of that, but I
Yeah.
think that was before phones did magic tricks like that.
Yeah.
That's
But-
crazy. That's crazy. Well, we got
Yeah,
about
well,
2
wherever we put it, we left it there until it was time to put it in the truck.
There you go. So we've just got a couple minutes left. So just to remind everybody, this is next Friday and Saturday,
Yes.
9 to
5
5
on Friday.
and 9 to 2
2
on
on Saturday.
And the document shredding is on Friday from 9 to 2.
2. Yes.
And it's at the food court at the Eddy County Fairgrounds. So
Another thing I'd like to mention is Farmers Market tomorrow. Starts at 8, I think. If I'm wrong, go early.
In
who cares?
Artesia,
No,
folks.
you're-
Yes, and
Farmers
it's
Market in
just
Artesia.
north of the Presbyterian Church there.
yep.
So take advantage. There's all kinds of good produce now and vendors for homemade things, and jars of local honey, which is really, really tasty.
Nice.
So go and support that as well. That's something that you can get out. And then when you're done with that, you can come over here and go through the 9/11 Memorial Trailer. Bring a
absolutely.
box of Kleenex because I'm sure it's going to generate tears.
Yep.
I just, while we're talking farmers market real quick, for folks in Roswell and all that, your farmers market begins July 10th. On the Travis County Courthouse lawn. So.
Okay.
Excellent.
So, but
I
for
think
folks like
Carlsbad's is going on now on
On
Thursday
Thursdays.
evening.
Okay.
Thursday evenings.
you, very
Yes.
good.
All right. Hey, I want to say thanks to Tanner Thanks to all our guests for coming. Mike, thanks for doing this show with us today.
Well, thanks for having me. Thanks for allowing us.
Big
to do
thanks to Debbie Brassis with the Artesia 9/11 Memorial, who all the work that she did with all the folks with the fire department to get this exhibit here in Artesia, and there's a whole bunch of other folks. I want to say thanks to Robert, who brought us the New York Times issue that was published on September 12th, the day after the 9/11 incident. Well, not incident, but you know what I mean, the whole tragedy. And we just really appreciate all of the help and support. Sunbelt, thank you so much. McDonald's for the breakfast today, and Artesia Chamber and everyone else. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. Mike, thank you. Stay cool.
You too.
And we will see you Monday for our respective morning shows, but we won't do it this way.
That's right. Sean will be in the chair Monday for me.
There you go. Hey, have fun on your vacation, Mike.
Thanks. I hope so too.